What is going on, cheesepuffs? It's your pal Cheeto here, and welcome back to another episode of Chillin' with Cheeto. Hope you got your favorite drinks. Maybe it's a soda, maybe it's a water, or a Gatorade. As long as you got your favorite drink, that's awesome, because we're going to be chilling for a bit. So, in this episode of Chillin' with Cheeto, you know, I have memories. I have a lot of memories, especially on the N64 or the NES. But not as much as on the PS3. I know I had an episode where I did my Assassin's Creed games, like my top 5 Assassin's Creed games, but I do have one memory that I will never forget. And it's everybody's favorite game. It is still going strong, and I hope it continues to grow. We are talking about the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And yes, I have the PS3 version and the PS4 version, which is digital, by the way. But before we start, make sure you take this down, hit that like button, also share with a friend, and make sure to subscribe for more cheetoriffic content. So without further ado, let's talk about Skyrim. We're pressing that play button. Here we go. Okay, so since I got Skyrim out, let's go ahead and open the game. So I already have it open, but as you can see, there is some wear on the manual. But it's pretty cool though. It's very well detailed. It even has like enchanting and smithing, smelting, tanning, and cooking, horses, houses, books. It pretty much has everything that you want to know about the game itself. But I pretty much know the game already, so I don't really need it. And the thing that I like about it as well is that they have a map, which is pretty cool. It has a map of everything that you need for your journey, which is pretty cool. I even have the map. A poster version. I got it for Christmas. Yeah, they don't make it like they used to. If you buy a game now and it has a manual, there's probably nothing in there. Nothing really. Alright, Cheese Puffs, so it's time for a story time. Actually, it's more of a Skyrim story time. Alright, here we go. So this was around 2013 or 2014. So and Skyrim was already out by now. And one of my friends told me, you know, Cheeto, I think you would like this game. And of course, he was talking about Skyrim. Now at the time, I was playing Assassin's Creed games, and I was playing Black Ops games. So this was going to be interesting. And he told me that it's a really good game. Like you would have so much fun playing it. There's so many things you can do. There's so many quests. It'll get to the point where you'll actually break the game. And I thought it was pretty neat. I kept telling him that, yeah, I'll check it out. I never did check it out until probably, I would say probably 8 months later. I decided to go on the good old internet and purchase Skyrim, and yeah, I got it in okay condition, but it works perfectly. So when I saw this game arrive in the mail, I was excited to play it. Okay, so the first time that I played Skyrim, you know, I finished the tutorials and I escaped Helgen, and one memory that I will never forget is that when I first played the game, I escaped Helgen, and I didn't know what to do. I could have just adventured to Riverwood for the main quest, but I decided to go hunting for a little bit. And long story short, I shot an animal that wasn't, you know, a deer or a saber cat or a fox. You know, it was a domestic animal. But at the time, I was like a 23-year-old Cheeto, so I just brushed it off. So I decided to do the main quest, and I had to go to Bleak Falls Barrow and use the Golden Claw, and And the first puzzle is I gave up on it. Like the first puzzle that involved the 3 stones, I gave up. Yeah, I could have reached for my phone. I could have went on YouTube and searched for a walkthrough, but no. I said, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna call it a day. And I wouldn't go back to it till probably years later. But then I talked to one of my friends about it, the one that recommended Skyrim, and he said, you know, that was an easy puzzle. It's literally right there. It's right there. And then years later, when I finally picked up Skyrim on the PS4, the digital version, I realized how easy it was. I face palmed, like my palm hit my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was right there, and I didn't even see it. But after I beat Bleak Falls Barrow, I wanted to play this game a lot. I must have put in, I would say, probably 50 hours. I was just playing the game non-stop every day. It was fun. And another memory that still haunts me is I remember I was fighting a bunch of vampires. Okay, and I got contracted with vampirialism. I'm guessing that's what it is, but I'm just gonna say vampire disease. And no matter, every time I went to a town or in the woods, it would always tell me like my eyes were just losing vision. I didn't understand it. But turns out I was turning into a vampire, and I didn't even realize it. And it wasn't until I went into Whiterun to check up on my family. All the guards were attacking me, and my wife started hitting me like crazy, and my kids were running away saying, leave me alone. You know, I could have just went back to a previous save, but by that time I was just days in, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to either go back to my main save, which was probably about 2 months ago, or just continue. So I went all the way back to probably 30 levels, and I decided I'm not gonna be a vampire. And it's also pretty cool that you could be a werewolf as well. I love being a werewolf. But after a while, it does get a little boring. And there's so many things you could do in the game. You don't even have to go to the main quest. You could do a lot of role playing. You can be a warrior. You can be a mage. You can be a cook, a hunter, a miner, a fisherman. You can be anything you want. And other than the main quest, you can pretty much do anything. Role play, you know, like let's say after a long day at work, you just want to be a warrior, a two-handed sword warrior, and just go and defeat a bunch of enemies to release some steam. It is so much fun, and the creativity, it just doesn't stop. I must have had probably like 12 characters, and I know what you're saying. Cheeto, I got about 500. Those are rookie numbers, but you know, it doesn't matter. I love having fun playing Skyrim, and it really doesn't matter which character I decide to make. I always have a fantastic time. When I bought the PS4 digital version, I went into the main menu and it said mods, and I was thinking, you know, I've been playing a lot of Black Ops and that, and they were saying, you know, you can use mods. So seeing mods for the first time, I thought it was pretty sweet. I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be good. I go into the mod screen, and it said you can marry anyone. They even had some modded houses, which are on my channel. They pretty much had everything you can think of, from homes to swords to staffs to different types of enemies and followers. And it's pretty cool. And the clothing options, especially like the leather armors and the steel armors, it was pretty cool. and it's great. I would recommend playing with mods, but if you're into the vanilla version, more power to you. But honestly, if it wasn't for mods, I probably wouldn't be playing Skyrim that much. But I love Skyrim because of the mods as well. It just makes the game more enjoyable. Skyrim will always be my favorite RPG. Skyrim will always be that perfect game for me. Whether you're playing with mods or the vanilla version, I love this game. It is pretty cool. You can be very creative with the game. You can be anybody you want. Like I said, you can be a farmer, a warrior, a mage. You can even be a stealth archer. Which I didn't know at the time what I was doing. I didn't think it was stealth archer. I thought I was just being an archer. That's all I was doing. Was just being an archer that just shot everything. Once again, I love Skyrim. I hope it just continues to grow. I hope it keeps going. I hope they continue to make some more ideas for the PS4 because that's what I'm playing on. And so yeah, I love Skyrim, and you can't change my mind on that. Nope, you cannot. But unfortunately, you know what I gotta do? I have to end this right here. If you like this video, take this Skyrim game and put it in your PS3 or your PS4 to hit that like button. Also share it with a friend and make sure to subscribe for more cheetoriffic content. And speaking of videos, I, Cheeto, will be seeing you guys in the next video. You guys take care and y'all have a great cheetoriffic day.